Hello guys, this is the 10265 Lamborghini Jalpa by Sim Kamat. It is made using the parts from the 10265 Lego Creator Expert Ford Mustang. As you can see, it has the same two stripes as the Ford Mustang. So as you can see on the real car, it has pop-up headlights, and here it also looks like it does. And then it's got these lights and indicators right here on the front, and the pop-up headlights open up. The way I open the pop-up headlights is over there. If you look, you can kind of reach the pop-up headlights, and I just push my finger against their gray piece and push them out like that. Now, as you can see with my little demonstration there, it's very fragile. A bunch of parts just completely flew off. That is a big problem with this alternate model. I'll show all of the parts that fall off a bit later. So the pop-ups you can also put like this, which isn't like on the real car, but you can put them like that, like on the Lamborghini Miura or the Porsche 928, which has pop-up headlights that sit like this until you turn them on, then they pop up like this. So then to close the pop-up headlights, you just go like this. You just kind of twist them like that and close them. It does have a frunk, which I'm guessing is for the spare tire. It's kind of fiddly to open sometimes. Usually it's easier, but the way I open it is usually I just press here and then it pops up. But then these pieces are very fragile and they go like that. This can fall off because it's not attached with anything. These pieces easily pop off. The headlights can get stuck in there. These pop off. The windshield isn't very strong. These parts also come off easily. This rear part also pops off easily. These again on the fenders pop off. The doors can just fall off like that. So it's a very fragile model. So if you decide to build it, you should just put it on a shelf and not try to play around. So the front is made really well, and like the sides are all blocked off. There's only a couple ways pieces can escape if you put something in there. I don't think it will fit an actual spare tire, but we can test that out if we grab it from the Mini Cooper Lego Creator Expert set. So yeah, it fits, but it doesn't close after because of these pieces. They have like they're thick over here. So the wheels are the same as on the Mustang, obviously, and then these use the hinges from the doors, and they're made to do the fender flares, and they're on both sides, obviously. Then they use the printed pieces with the stripe and the GT logo from the Mustang. The windshield is kind of simple. It's just on hinges and just goes like that. The roof actually isn't supposed to be like that. You can remove it like this. On the real car, it takes off in two pieces, but they're like two equal pieces like that. They split down the middle, but I wasn't able to do that, so my roof looks like this. In the instructions, you're supposed to have a different assembly there, but in the instructions later, there are like a couple pictures, and in those pictures, it shows the car like this, which I searched it up and everything, and the Jalpa did not have a sunroof, so this isn't very realistic. But yeah, in the instructions, the picture showed like the roof like this. And then you can also put these pieces from the roof that were here. You can also store them in here if you take them apart. You can store them in there like on the real car. But then when you're actually building the set, in the instructions, it says to build it like this. So you don't have those. Instead, you have some of these pieces, these squares, which when I have the roof on the car, I have them hidden under there on some of these studs. And then the other one goes on the other side. And then right here, you put these pieces, which I put on the mirrors because there was nothing on them and it looked kind of strange, and plus that's a good place to have them. So yeah, they were right here on the mirrors, these pieces. But now this is what it looks like in the instructions, like how you're supposed to build it, just like that. And you can hear all of the pieces just flying off of it right now. Now the doors, I really actually like the doors. So as you can see, there are no hinges here on the outside because all of them were used here on the back and everywhere. So the way he made them open is he connected the doors on some studs right there. So when they're closed, they're connected there. And then to open up this part right here, this mechanism right here, it slides in and out. See? Because it has some smooth tiles. And then he used a normal hinge piece there. So when you close it, it's all hidden and doesn't look messy and ugly. The interior is very good. It uses a bunch of similar pieces to the Mustang. The seats are basically the same design. There are some slight differences. Oh, and the doors are also fragile. The steering wheel, there's no hand of God steering. The wheels just steer like that, but you can't control it anyway. It uses dials and stuff from the Mustang, and there's the gear selector, and then there's a gas pedal and a brake pedal, it looks like. Then moving on to the back, it looks like a Ferrari from all angles, like a Testarossa or something. So there's a trunk in the back, and you can put something there if you want. And then there's the hood, and in the back there's a V8. There are no moving parts because the creator sets don't have moving parts. It's pretty well detailed and looks pretty good, and the hood also opens, and it's pretty cool the way it opens. On the back there's this part, which is the very fragile part. It can swing out like that, but it's not meant to. There's exhaust pipes here, and then it uses these big pieces that are used in the trunk of the Mustang. The taillights are a pretty simple build, and then there's indicators on the sides as well. And then the whole car actually reminds me of a Ferrari, some kind of like Testarossa or something else. I had never heard of this car until I searched up on Rebrickable alternate builds for the 10265 Mustang. And then I saw this and thought, wow, that would be a cool build. And it has pop-up headlights, which is also really fun. So that's my review of the 10265 Lamborghini Jalpa. The instructions are free to download on Rebrickable. It's very fragile if you decide to build it, so you should probably just put it on a shelf and leave it there.